The Lakers end up getting Mo Bamba, Devon Reed, a second-round pick. They end up trading away Thomas Bryant, but they also end up going and getting D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, and they alleviate that Russell Westbrook contract. The Lakers are 110% buy in, win now, and I think that they made incredible moves. So what are your thoughts on Rob Pelinka's trade deadline moves today?
I have to be honest with you, Kev. I'm actually pretty impressed with what they were able to do. I think the fact that the Lakers were able to move on from Russell's contract, Kev, that's a cause for celebration as far as I'm concerned. Russell's making like $40+ million a year. And even though that, relatively speaking, he's having a good year off the bench, just from a strategic standpoint, he doesn't bring enough to the table to get the Lakers to a point where they could be competitive in the Western Conference. And that's despite the fact that LeBron James is going out here and basically scoring 35 to 40 points a game. But, they move off from Westbrook, which is a step in the right direction. I do believe that they made the right amount of moves to be able to add some depth to the roster. Now, when I look at the moves that they made in particular, bring D'Angelo Russell back, I think that's somebody that can run the point pretty effectively. Now, is D'Angelo Russell going to go out there and drop you 25, 30 points a game consistently? No. More than likely, LeBron will still be that alpha type role, putting up at least 25 to 30 points a game and still being a pretty solid force in facilitating the ball and getting some rebounds as well. But I do believe that D'Angelo Russell can go out there and score 15, 20 points and maybe drop you 25 points if he gets some open looks and knocks down some 3-point shots. And I mean, when you look at his stats this year, he's averaging somewhere around about 18 points a game this year, which is, pretty solid. And I think if they're able to get that type of productivity from him moving forward alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis, I think he'll be a nice third option in that Lakers starting front five. To me, the biggest part is going to be their depth. Who are they going to focus on from their bench? And are they going to have enough personnel to be able to run a 9 to 10 man effective roster if they're trying to get into the playoffs? Because there's no guarantee that the Lakers are going to make the playoffs. If I remember correctly, the Lakers are sitting in the 13th seed in the Western Conference. Now, you would think, well, there's no chance in hell that they're going to make the playoffs based off that standing in the Western Conference. They're 25-30, but the fact of the matter is that the Western Conference has such a logjam from essentially the 5th seed to the 12th seed. The Lakers really just need to get on a little bit of a win streak over the next couple of weeks to put themselves in a position where they can play in a play-in tournament situation. And if they're able to do that with the roster that they've assembled, with the pieces that they've acquired in D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Mo Bamba, and Jared Vanderbilt, it could put them in the position to be more competitive in the Western Conference, to the point where, oh my God, they're going straight to the finals? No, not going that far. But if they get onto a consistent win streak and everybody stays relatively healthy, they have a shot to at least be a play-in tournament candidate. And I think at this point, that's probably the best thing that they have going for them. And look, we've got about 25 to 30 games left in the season. This is going to be something where the Lakers are going to have to show what they have from here on out. And LeBron James has been playing out of his mind the entire year. Can these guys that just got traded to the Lakers make the plays to put the Lakers in a position where they can make the playoffs? Time will tell. But overall, the way that I see it, you got D'Angelo Russell at the 1, Malik Beasley at the 2, LeBron at the 3, Rui Hachimura at the 4, and Anthony Davis at the 5, with Mo Bamba, Lonnie Walker, Austin Reeves, and Dennis Schroeder coming off the bench, alongside Jared Vanderbilt, who just got traded there. It's not bad. Is it enough to make the play-in tournament situation? Potentially. But I think just the fact that the Lakers were able to move off of Russell and bring some more depth into the fold, it sets them up for a chance to make the playoffs. And honestly, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, when it comes to the Lakers, obviously with that being Kyle's team, he's going to know their tendencies a lot more. But from what I can see on paper, it's a clear win for them just because they upgraded with the key positions that they're going to need. And that is, they need to be able to shoot the ball. LeBron James is going to be able to facilitate now to the corners. He is going to be having a lot easier of a time when he penetrates, when he has the defense collapsing, and he has somebody that can actually knock down shots. When you're talking about D'Angelo Russell, he's an above average 3-point shooter in this league. He knows how to score the basketball. He knows how to also distribute. He's no Russell Westbrook in terms of court vision, but he is a feasible point guard that can make some timely shots. And then you obviously go into Mo Bamba. He can stretch the floor. We know that he can put the ball on the floor as well. So he's kind of like a hybrid big. And then, of course, when you talk about Malik Beasley, again, another good shooter. I would say probably a little bit more on the average side. But from what I've heard, he can knock down some key shots for you too. Then you talk about Jared Vanderbilt. That's a good rim protector, somebody that can guard. Rui Hachimura has shown that he can play both ends of the floor as well. And when you talk about what Russell Westbrook was able to do, yes, he was a candidate for Sixth Man of the Year. Yes, he is one of the best passers in the NBA. Yes, he has a switch that not many people have ever had in the NBA, other than maybe Derrick Rose and what Ja Morant is trying to be. But for what the Lakers needed, it's just not working out. Between the turnovers, the bad shot selection, and his issues on the court or with LeBron James and kind of like the friction that he had in the locker room with who's your head coach again? Devin Ham?
Darvin Ham.
Darvin Ham, from the exchange that they had the other night when LeBron broke the record. I believe that was just kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. And of course, that ginormous contract that he was due, obviously for the rest of this year, just it was a long time coming that this trade was going to be necessary. So for what the Lakers gave up and what they received in return, I believe 100% that this is going to be good for them. I believe that they are 100% with this roster currently assimilated, either a play-in team for sure, or they are going to fight for that 8th seed with Anthony Davis and LeBron James healthy, and this new team having a couple of months to kind of mesh and get together. I think that is going to be enough, at least to get them into a position to compete for a postseason spot.